Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in for today's episode. I do want to take the time out real quick before the episode begins and just give my heart out and condolences to those that were lost throughout the family, throughout the ITU community. So a quick shout out to Mike's mother-in-law. She was a great individual. I heard so much about her through Mike and Venus. She was a strong woman and very supportive, especially for them. So I know it kept those guys together. And just as well, I want to give a shout out to Tay's father-in-law. May he rest in peace. Another strong man that was an influence in his family as well. And to follow up with my mother and her fiance, who was also a fellow trader. He dealt with a lot of stress and anxiety, and even dealing through his trading journey. So I also want to send my love and condolences to them as well. It has been quite a couple of years for a lot of people, and that matters. And it's really important to just stay strong through your journey because, things are going to happen. But, we push forward for them. We continue to strive and be the best that we very well can possibly be. So I know that's what they would expect from us. And to those traders out there that, do deal with loss. I mean, people do get to a point in their trading journey where it could be very mentally strenuous for them. So I just want to give my condolences and love, that we care. We're here to support you guys. And, if anybody needs to talk or anything, please feel free to reach out to anybody in the community. We're here for you guys. Enjoy.
Hello, ITU family. Welcome back. It's officially 2025. I can't even begin to express how excited I am to be kicking this year off with you guys and finally be back in the hot seat, man. It has been some time, hasn't it? A good year and a half, maybe 2 years since we've released an episode. A lot has gone on that we will talk about throughout our podcast journey this year. But as of today, we're going to talk about, what's going on, like where have we been, what's been new, and a lot of things that I've been going through that's going to matter, right? I'm sure you may have been or are in the position that my life kind of adjusted to, and I'd like to talk about that. 2024 was full of challenges, growth and lessons, and it's an incredible up and down path that I did not see coming, all right? Life had changed literally like that. So we'll be diving into some of that a bit later. But for right now, I want to welcome everyone. If you're new here, welcome to Independent Trading University's podcast, ITUTv. We like to talk about trading. We like to talk about the ins and outs. We like to talk about the ups and downs, the do's and don'ts. A lot of the things that may not get talked about. Maybe you've never really even heard about being a trader that isn't on Wall Street, right? More of a retail trader type of avenue and dealing with that part of life. A lot of our community is led by men who are fathers, who are husbands, right? Who have to navigate and juggle trading and regular life. And that comes with a whole lot of things that I don't think get talked about enough. So we like to get into that, navigating the economic landscape as usual, getting into charts and things of that nature, understanding mindset. A lot of times you're going to hear a lot about that kind of stuff this year, and more importantly, just how to navigate life as a trader. So today, family, we're going to talk about being a part of the journey, the part of the journey that is personal, okay? It's not going to be textbook today. It's going to be life, right? Chasing your goals and still managing the day-to-day. Because let me tell you, trading isn't just charts. It's indicators, profits. It's about overcoming life's curveballs, even when those odds are stacked against you. And during this time frame, I know for a lot of you, that could be a possibility. Let me tell you, going back a few years, starting in 2020, I was there. We were just hitting that stride. Me and the guys in ITU were, pre-ITU, before it even was a university. We were sitting together every night together, going through it. We had been spending the last pre-2020, maybe 3-4 years putting together information, learning from different people. I went through about 2 mentors and an entire community. I mean, that community ended up shutting down, but I went through 2 other mentors there and after the fact, and then bring that information in and working with, some of my trading brothers and really starting to learn, how to actually get it done, right? What works for us, because from time to time, everybody's gonna be different. when you get into it, and some of our students even know themselves, one plan that somebody has could be very different than another person's trading plan based on their lifestyle, based on things they're dealing with. And at the time of 2020, things were rocky, right? And we had to make some really, really big decisions as a family. And it was up to, not just my career, but also, putting trading in combination with that to take us afloat and then bring us into 2021 to be very, very successful. So during that 2020 year, I leaned fully into my trading journey. I finally found some consistency, developed my understanding of the markets, and reached a level where I finally felt confident. Trading had gone from just a skill set to literally a lifeline that I'm so thankful that I was able to sit down and develop. You see, at the time, my wife's job had reduced her hours. My job was not handling COVID well. She really is in tuned and, spent many, many years becoming great at what she does. So once 2020 had kind of done its due diligence to everybody, and we were still there day in and day out, knocking out these markets, making our trading plans, following our trading plans, staying consistent as possible. As we entered the end of that year, me and my wife got some phenomenal opportunities. And instead of letting those things that were falling apart consume us, we just made the adjustment. And that's a big part of the journey you're going to go through. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have to make some adjustments and take some opportunities that might be abnormal, that might seem crazy to everyone else. But if you keep on with what everybody's doing, you're going to get what everybody's got. And a lot of us that have, decided to take on trading because we wanted something different, it's because we wanted something more. We wanted opportunities that were different and more than what we were getting, just being employees. Not saying it's a bad thing, but is that all there is to life? And it's definitely not it. So I focused on one thing I could control during that year, and that was my trading. And let me tell you, during that time, at the bottom of the market to be trading was a perfect opportunity, an opportunity like no other. But here's the thing. While I was out here trying to help my family invest and learn the game, I quickly realized this journey isn't for everybody. I was giving my family, a little game on crypto, tried to, explain some stocks, but, sometimes if you don't have 30 years of experience and results to show, like they may probably have wanted to see, because I'm telling you, I just started learning this thing 2017 through 2020. So once it made sense, it was like, dude, I was ready to give out the sauce, but everybody wasn't ready to hear it, and that's okay. So it was the perfect opportunity for me to come to the conclusion and realize I've got to lock in with the people I got right here next to me. And you're no better than the 5 people you keep around you, right? So it's important for me at that time to realize if I do not start adjusting, to having the people around me become my core foundation, you really can't rely on anybody else, especially when it comes to trading. So if you're on your journey, no, it's okay. You're going to feel alone sometimes, and the best thing you can do is lock in with other traders. Lock in with the people in your niche. And at some point, you do just like I did and refocus and narrow your circle down and concentrate on building something meaningful for your family. Now, fast forward a bit, we're into 2021. Me and my wife took advantage of a lot of them opportunities at the end of 2020, and we started traveling, man, really living it up, learning some tough lessons along the way. We saw some highs and we saw some lows, more highs though, but we had to navigate a new financial playing field. Was it all, fantastic? Yes, we crossed a comma level that we hadn't experienced on a month-to-month basis that allowed us to go to Cabo, experience Arizona, experience Florida, live off, by the beach. It was different. We took our kids. They were able to see the world in a whole new and amazing way, and really give them some of those opportunities that really isn't presented to some of us, right? So I'm not from, as you'll hear my story in later episode, I'm not from any suburbia. Like I am from some rough parts of New Jersey. So it was, I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic to present that line of life for my kids. Now, once we were navigating those decisions, it was a constant dance, right? Between enjoying the fruits of our labor, but also keeping our future secure. And that's a real new balance for us, right? Normally, you're just paying the bills to the day to day, maybe putting some saving to the side, very little investing because that's just not something taught in our educational system. So, you're just doing the usual basics that everybody comes to do. But now this is a whole nother level. And let me tell you, was it magical? It was. But then came 2023. And this was the year that literally changed everything. So after a summer spent, reevaluating, planning for the long haul now, we moved back to Oklahoma to simplify our lives a little bit, lay a little low, and create a solid foundation for our future. And it just seems we're kind of getting into our groove finally. We're both on the same page, right? If I can tell you something, if you're in a relationship, the best thing you can do is position you and your wife in a place where y'all can come together with the same goals in mind, the same target at hand. Because if you can refocus and you both can get on the same page, especially when it comes to trading, you can really take things to another level. But at this time, as we're finally settling in, we're finally finding our groove point, new money starting to come in again, and life threw us the biggest curveball. So picture this. It's a Sunday, fresh in the morning. We just finished, and this is something we implemented during our 2021, 2022, was doing yoga in the morning, listening to something motivational, meditating, things of that nature, reading a book, going for a run in the morning, really getting our day started the right way, because it helps, create that momentum and that energy value that you carry on to the rest of your day. And after we got done, my wife happened to have a birthday event to go to, no big deal. This is a good friend to the family, and they're having a brunch, and during this time, I'm telling, the plan, we had a plan, right? We had a plan. And the plan was, go to the brunch. After the brunch, we're gonna come back to the crib, relax a little bit, and then go to our favorite rooftop pool or whatever. And then I'm gonna prepare for my chart session that night. So I ended up dropping her off. I just parked and waited. It was only maybe 30 minutes to an hour. So I'm chilling, kicking in, reading a good book, doing my thing, and didn't get the call after they got out. So I'm calling, hey, where'd y'all go? All right, we're gonna hit a couple of places that are in the vicinity that you can walk to. No big deal. They go do their thing. By the third location, I'm like, look, I gotta go. I got my chart session here in a bit, and I gotta roll out. And I'll just either come back to get you or have your friend drop you off. No big deal, right? Not making a big harp about it. So I'm on a ride. We live maybe 20, 30 minutes from the location. I get to the door. I bust open my laptop on the kitchen counter. Nice sunny day. I'll never forget this day, man. And I get a phone call, and it happened to be the friend.
I have something truly special to share with you today. Have you ever dreamt of financial success and didn't know where to start? Look no further than Independent Trading University. At ITU, we offer a diverse range of courses, from Forex basics to advanced technicals, along with comprehensive fundamentals education, mindset coaching, health and wellness guidance, plus stock and crypto trading strategies. That's right. Everything you need for a well-rounded trading journey, all in one place. Our mission is clear, helping you make extra income by learning the art of trading. Join us today at solo.to/independentTradingGuru and take advantage of an exclusive pre-sale. $50 for undergrad students looking to trade part-time, and just $75 for career traders ready to dive in full-time. With ITU, you'll master the art of making consistent income from the markets. This is your chance to start building a brighter financial future. Are you ready to transform your trading game and take control of your financial future? Look no further than Independent Trading University, your one-stop destination for comprehensive Forex education and so much more. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced trader, we've got you covered. We believe in a holistic approach to trading success. Gain a deep understanding of market fundamentals, master your mindset, and prioritize your well-being. We're here to support your growth every step of the way. And let's not forget about stocks and crypto. Discover exciting opportunities and learn strategies to make extra income. The best part? We're running a limited time pre-sale for new students. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to gain the skills, knowledge, and support you need to succeed. Ready to make connections with your financial future? Visit our website at solo.to/independent trading view to secure your spot in our pre-sale today. Independent Trading University, where trading dreams become reality. It's time to start your journey to financial freedom. Don't wait. Visit solo.to/independent trading view now.
That's having a birthday. Hey, what's going on? How's everything? Do I need to come pick her up? Whatever. She's like, look, she can't walk. She can't talk. My wife, something happened. She's like, something's wrong. She's not moving. Something has gone completely off. They carried her outside. I'm like, what? Now, we have gone through at this point, 3 years of just me and her and really cultivating. So I know she ain't, inebriated like that or anything like that. We learned what it is to control yourself, because you have to. You get some money, you might be out there, partying it all away, and that's just not smart. So we had developed, a sensibility of how we want to move, when we're going out. So I know it can't be that. And she's like, look, you got to get down. So, and I'm telling you, I may have just dropped the freaking Zoom link for our session that night. So I rushed down, boom, I got back in maybe 15 minutes. I got back to where they were. And then, like I said, it was 30 minutes away. And I pull up and she is laid out on the bench. And, my heart drops, my mind's racing, like, holy crap, what is this? What do I do next? So by instinct, I whip around, because to mind you, they're on this side of the street, right? And I'm coming in this, flipped the car around, middle of the street, parked, got out, didn't say anything to anybody, picked her up, got her into the car, and we out, right? Well, I figure out what in the world's going on. So now I'm looking her up and down. Well, she's not feeling well, head hurts. She was finally able to speak a bit. So that kind of came back really well. And then about halfway home, I noticed, the left droop in her lip. So I'm running in my head as, I'm keeping her talking, getting her water as we going back. And my mind's trying to click on that left lip. Like, what is the word, right? What is this called? We get into the house, I pick her up, bring her into the house, lay her down. Now, the house lights weren't on, because remember, it was daytime earlier. The only thing on now is the TV stand has a strobe light in it, right? And it's blue lights blinking, and I'll never forget that light as I'm like, assessing the body at this point, having her try to move different parts of her body. Left side completely shut down, no movement whatsoever, and I am scared, dog, for real. So through the process, she's telling me, I need some water, put some water on me. We do that. I'm talking to a friend, like, I don't know what this is, and then it clicks. A stroke. It's a stroke. I'm like, yo, this is a stroke. My friend's like, no way. This can't be sure. I'm like, yo, it's a stroke. I'm calling 911 ASAP. So call 911, let them know, yo, look, my wife's having a stroke. At this point, I got her in the bed. Less than 5 minutes later, fire department, ambulance. I could see the lights outside. They're coming in. I got the door open and ready. Y'all ain't gonna bust my door down. But come on in. Like 5, 6 guys come in, scoop her into the little carrying joint and take her outside. I take her outside, take her to the ambulance. I'm in my mind, I'm like, yo, she's gonna need some stuff. So I'm, gathering items. And it's just me, right? So I had to make the decisions like that. And everything else in my mind was on hold. I couldn't think about a chart, couldn't think about the trading week ahead, couldn't think about ITU. All I could think about is, I need her to make it. I want her to make it. And for the first time, I'm really talking, and what I felt like talking to God. Like, I don't know what caused this. I don't know where we went wrong, but I need you to save this one. I need you to come and bring this one back. Okay. So these things got hit real serious. So I'm, the ambulance guy comes to me. He's like, look, here's where we're going to be at. Please just do not try to speed behind us and you'll find us at the ER. Did I listen? Nope. I was right behind him. I was right behind him. So I'm speeding, decent distance, but I ain't losing track. Like I still got eyes view of the ambulance as we're driving to the hospital. Got there, got into the building. They're already asking me to make some more decisions in there. And the family hadn't been notified yet. So I ended up calling the mother, and I knew she would get the word out. And as we're sitting there, and as I'm sitting there, again, still by myself in that room with her, the doc comes in and he's like, look, you got 30 minutes to make a decision. Because any further than that, life could be over. So I'm like, look, doc, here, if that's it, let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's get her in there. Let's get her taken care of ASAP. I go back, everyone's gone. Her mother and aunt arrived. They're out in the lobby, I believe it was. And we get in, they get called us back there. And, I'm the first one in, and her bed's there, the hospital lights on. She opens her eyes for probably the first time since the house. And this might have been, an hour or so later. And her eyes open, and it's just like, hey there. She's like, hey there, and what a scary, scary time that truly was. So, family, I cannot describe to you the emotions I felt in those very moments. And it's those types of curveballs that come in, where there's fear, there's disbelief, complete helplessness. I just never have been in that kind of position before. But through it all, I can hold on to one thing, and that was the belief that she would make it through. Out of all people, from any family, she was going to make it. And that's where that resiliency really started to come into play. So why am I telling you guys this? One, because I want you to understand something critical. Life is going to happen. For the next year following that, it was all about her health. As much as I was still there for ITU, as much as I was still trading, as much as I was sitting in that hospital room, sitting in rehab, still trying to make it happen, mindset ajar. So probably wasn't the best idea to be doing so. I even had some ups and downs in my own personal trading, just due to being, out of scope and out of the focus I was on. These obstacles are going to come, especially when you're chasing a dream, when you're chasing, going after something that you just really, really want to do with your life. It's inevitable. And in those moments, you have two choices. Let it break you, or they can build you. And they can take you to a whole nother level. And that's going to happen. I thought some other experiences I had been through was it, but not this. This was something else. And that experience taught me resilience on a whole nother level. And it reminded me that trading isn't just about the markets. It's about that mindset. It's about having that discipline and having that courage to keep going, even when things get hard. Even when you don't know what's going to be happening next. But holding on to the fact of, at the end of the day, is this still what I want to do? Is this the thing at the end of the road that I'm still going to push towards? And it's that type of tenacity that will be required, just to be honest. So as we step into, this 2025 year, I really challenge you guys to reflect on your own journey. Ask yourself, what's holding you back? What fears are you letting control your decisions? And most importantly, what are you willing to do to push through those tough times? Because I'm sure everybody is going through it right now. And at ITU, we're not just here to learn how to trade. We're here to help you grow, not just as traders, but as individuals, because we've been right where you are. We've been in the unknown. We've cried over it. We've gotten frustrated. We've allowed our ego to get in front of us. And success is trading is tied to your success in life. It's hand in hand. And if you really respect what you do, You'll continue to step up to the plate every time, despite those hardships. So with that being said, stay tuned, family, because this podcast will dive deeper into the lessons and strategies and real life stories that will inspire you to take your trading and your life to a whole nother level. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. We're here to grow and win together. We're going to learn together. Thank you for tuning in to the first episode of the ITUTv podcast. I hope this has inspired somebody. I hope this has allowed you to remember that despite it all, you got to hold on hope. You got to believe, and you got to dream big, man. Because you're only here once, and it can all be different later. These ups and downs happen. That's just a part of life. It's no different than the markets. Some days are good, some days are bad. But if you focus in on the good and stay true to your heart, it'll all be different. And lock in with the right people. You know, when I was in the military, just real quick, it wasn't a lot of people around me with the right energy. So the thing about starting ITU was we can create that energy here. We can support each other. We can have each other's back. And that's what we're looking to do here, because we're all going to go through some crisis. It is what it is. But to have a team and have a support system to have each other's back, it's unmatched. It's unmatched. It's not always going to be blood, man. It's going to be the people that locked in with you through some of the hardest trials and tribulations. That's what it's always going to be. So check your circle. And then check yourself. And make sure you're on the right path. That's all I got, guys. Look, you've all been great. Thanks again for tuning in. You know you got this. And I'm going to holler at you guys in the next episode. Peace.